are you today? My name is Miss Sally, and I brought my book bag. Shall we see what story we have today? Oh, it's one of my favorites. It's called Beady Bear by Freeman. Oh, now this is kind of a wiggly book. I might have trouble holding it for you, so I hope you'll understand. Beady was a fuzzy toy bear who belonged to a boy named Thayer. Hide and seek was their favorite fun. From time to time, Beady would suddenly stop and topple over, kerplop. He had come unwound. Then Thayer would always go and find him and take his key and gently wind him up. Once Beady was all wound up, he wanted to keep playing. And when Thayer went to bed, Beady knew he ought to, too. One winter's day, Thayer went away. Just when he'd be back, he didn't say. Being all alone for the first time, Beady amused himself by looking at a book. Oh, that's the ABC Animal Book. It says, B is for bear, an animal brave who lives in a cave. Lives in a cave? Why hasn't anybody told me this before? Said Beady sadly to himself. I wonder if there could be a cave for me up there in those hills. Taking a long look through Thayer's shiny telescope, he searched the side of the hill until he spied a cave. So he left a note. I have gone to live where a bear is supposed to live. From Beady. Oh, I wonder if Thayer will be sad when he comes home. Up the hill he climbed and climbed. At last. He could hardly believe his beady eyes. It was just his size. A perfect place for a brave bear like me, sighed Beady. And yet it's awfully dark and stilly here, and a wee bit chilly, really. That night, Beady couldn't sleep a wink. It's because of these sharp stones, I think. There's something I need in here to make me truly happy. I wonder what it could be. Oh, I know. And up he got, and out he trotted down the snowy hillside to his house far below. And what should he bring back but his very own little pillow? This one is more like it, said Beady, and he bedded down for the rest of the night. But there still seems to be something missing. So down the hill he trotted again. Look at all the footprints he's leaving. And brought back, of all things, a flashlight. But as soon as he settled down, he knew there was something more a bear needed to be truly happy. What good is a light without something to read? Said Beady. The evening newspapers, indeed. Oh, so he went to get the newspaper. Now, what more could a bear ask for? Well, after reading all the papers, Beady began to worry and wonder, maybe it's some toys I need. At this very moment, he heard a loud noise outside. It's a bear, said Beady. I must be brave. This is probably his cave. The noise grew louder and louder as Beady moved along, ever so slowly and shakily. Suddenly, he came to a stop, and over he toppled, kerplop. Who's there? Cried Beady, upside down. Oh, remember, he has to be wound up. I think he came unwound. Oh no, what's he going to do? It's me, Thayer. I'm looking for my bear. But from inside the cave now came not a sound. Beady was much too embarrassed, lying there on the ground. Well, hello, Beady boy. I thought I'd find you in this place. That's why I brought along your key, just in case. For goodness sakes, Beady, don't you know you need a key? Wind, wind, wind the key. And you need me, too. Yes, but if I need you, who do you need? Asked Beady. I need Beady, said Bear. So down the hill to home they went, paw in hand and hand in paw. And when Beady went to bed that night, he was the truly happiest bear you ever saw. That's the end of that part of the book. We'll read the other part another time, okay? I'll see you next time. I hope you had a good time hearing my story. Bye-bye.